Welcome to the Cape Cod Clean Water Centre. Our mission is to support the clean water infrastructure of Cape Cod and beyond. The Massachusetts Alternative Septic System Test Centre, or MASTC, is the nation's premier third-party testing and research facility for innovative alternative septic technologies. MASTC is located on a 2-acre parcel adjacent to the Joint Base Cape Cod military facility and is comprised of approximately 24 test and research systems and associated wastewater infrastructure, offices, a laboratory, water reuse demonstration gardens, and other related projects. MASTC was initiated in 1999, when forward-thinking people realized there was a problem with water pollution on Cape Cod, and therefore a need for a facility to test innovative, on-site wastewater treatment systems. More than 25 years later, MASTC continues to grow both in size and importance to the communities throughout Barnstable County and beyond. Our staff includes our director, program managers, microbiologist, lab and field technicians, operator, project assistants, quality assurance manager, project specialist, and administrative assistants. Where does MASTC get its wastewater? All of the influent wastewater, which in this case means untreated wastewater, is intercepted from a nearby sewer line on its way to the wastewater treatment plant next door. MASTC simply takes some of this wastewater before it gets to the plant and distributes it to the systems being tested on site. This wastewater comes from residential housing, the Barnstable County Jail, and other facilities located on Joint Base Cape Cod just to our north. Once treated by the various technologies and research units, we collect samples and analyze how well the test systems are working to remove targeted pollutants. Any water that's not used for sampling is diverted to a collection system beneath MASTC and is sent to the wastewater treatment plant next door. MASTC does not discharge anything to the ground. Greater than 80% of the nitrogen and phosphorus in residential wastewater enter in the form of human excreta, poop and pee, via conventional water flush toilets. Thus, by utilizing eco-toilet systems that keep these nutrients separate from other wastewater, we can significantly decrease water pollution. Our new Clean Water Centre, CWC, features waterless urine diverting urinals and jet vacuum flush toilets that flush into composting chambers. The finished compost will be removed and applied to our demonstration gardens to add beneficial nutrients and organic material. The sinks in the CWC have been configured to drain into a storage tank, allowing us to pump it out and use it to irrigate our gardens. By reusing our water, we can both prevent pollution and provide our gardens with all of the water and nutrients they need to flourish. Wastewater is not waste. What is wastewater? Wastewater is any water that has been used. Water that has been used from the toilet is called black water. Water that has been used elsewhere, like in sinks, showers, or laundry, is called grey water. Once water becomes wastewater, it may carry a wide variety of substances, many harmless, though others potentially pathogenic, toxic or harmful to the environment if not managed properly. Water is always going through a natural repeating cycle. Water comes from the sky as precipitation, such as rain or snow, and falls to the ground. From there, it goes into water bodies like lakes, ponds, and the ocean. It also seeps into groundwater by trickling down through the soil. The water that we use every day for things like cooking, drinking, showering, and flushing toilets is first pumped up from the groundwater. Once it is used and becomes wastewater, it is then directed back to the groundwater via septic systems or wastewater treatment plants. Groundwater is always flowing toward and into surface water bodies like the ocean. Surface water evaporates and becomes precipitation, and so the cycle continues. Nitrogen and phosphorus are both essential elements to living things. We humans consume nitrogen and phosphorus in our food and then excrete these elements in our wastewater. Both are found naturally on Earth, but the form that they are in and the quantity of that form matters. There's an anticipated amount of nitrogen and phosphorus in our water bodies that allows expected populations of species of fish, plants, and other organisms to grow. We humans often unintentionally disrupt that already occurring process by adding more wastewater to a water body, thus adding more nitrogen and phosphorus. When that happens, organisms with usually small populations can quickly become plentiful, like green algae and cyanobacteria. When green algae and cyanobacteria get this new source of nutrients, they can grow rampantly and harm other organisms like fish living there. This process of increasing nutrients in surface waters is called eutrophication. Many of the septic systems at MassTC today are aiming to remove nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus from the wastewater by converting them from their existing dissolved form into a better, less harmful form. For example, our atmosphere is 78% nitrogen, so if we can change nitrogen from one form, like urea from our urine, into inert gas, the nitrogen won't be in a form that algae can use, and so we won't have the same problems with eutrophication. MassTC is committed to being at the forefront of the evolution of wastewater management. Among the ongoing projects we have today, we and our collaborators are looking to research new issues and improve water quality going forward. As you tour MassTC today, you will see first-hand examples of novel and innovative approaches to treating and managing wastewater, with the overreaching goals of protecting the health of both people and the environment. Many of the technologies being tested at MassTC are proprietary or trademarked, and we may not be able to talk about them in detail or at all. However, we are excited to talk about our research projects. For your safety, please stay with the MassTC tour guide at all times. Always walk on the designated walking path. Although it might be tempting, please do not touch any items you see, as it is possible that anything could have come into contact with wastewater in the past. If you haven't done so already, please sign into the visitor log by scanning the QR code seen here. Bathrooms are located in this building. In the unlikely event of an emergency, an air horn will sound. If so, please follow all MassTC staff directions and proceed to the gate you came through and up the driveway. Thank you.